we're going to show you a couple of different scares that are new in here. They're kind of different, unique scares that we haven't done in the park before. So we thought this is kind of a fun way for you guys to not only kind of see how it is, but also communicate that out to the public, because I think everyone gets a really big kick out of kind of knowing how the scares work and what happens. My apologies, I don't think Jack is joining us on this. You have to just live with me, but I'll make it as engaging as I can. So come on in.
Yeah, we're going to do the TV the same way. If the TV crew can come first. Not because we don't love everyone else, I promise. It's just the way it's going. Everything's so tight and squished up, so thank you.
Young, come on.
Rob, we're all about your bag.
I don't want everybody to get too far ahead, so y'all.
Yeah, don't go too fast. Don't slow down.
Is that a Pittsburgh shirt? That is fantastic.
Well, you know, maybe in this one there.
You think Pittsburgh fan?
We got it.
I'm not my wife.
Is it on?
My wife is every sport. Steelers. 2/3. I'll let you figure out which two.
I can't vouch for them right now.
All right, we got everyone in? All right, we're going to go, there's a lot of us, so we'll go as slow as we can. Basically, I'm just going to walk you through each room and kind of talk a little bit about what the rooms are and how the whole Demented Dimensions concept works. If there's questions, I'll try my best to answer, but it might be easiest if you wait till we get to the very, very end, and then we can kind of talk back through any of the different areas. Feel free to, take your video or anything of all the cool, fun, scenic elements. I will try to project as loud as I can so that everyone in the back can hear me. So basically, the Demented Dimensions house is a house that originated with our sister park in Tampa last year. We were fortunate to be able to utilize elements of that attraction here at our park. It has a similar layout, so anyone who visited that park last year and saw it maybe is going to see some things they recognize. We also did modify and adapt. We never want to do it exactly the same because we want things to be new and fresh for the guests who are repeat visitors. So there are some little enhancements and changes in our version of Demented Dimensions, but the overall concept, which is the Sterling Manor, the name of this house, being built on top of a dimensional vortex where these energies have seeped into the house, and every new room you walk into has become twisted or distorted and turned into a darker version of the kind of a room you would expect to see in a house. So we're walking into our foyer or our sitting room, and you'll see right off the bat, it doesn't really have the same appearance or a normal appearance that a house would have. Feel free to come on in.
Okay, okay. You need to hold that? Or put it in your backpack? You got it? Okay.
You guys know right when you walk in, there's great stair positions right behind you. You don't only look behind yourself when you walk into the houses here. We also have pretty apparent. There's a nice little blackout here for an actor to pop out or pop from behind. Coming around the corner, we've got chair location stairs. So it's a really fun way to have an actor that you can see, but you don't necessarily know what that actor is going to do. So it's just kind of a little something for you to always be aware of and wondering about as you walk through. Keep on coming through the reading room here. We'll go into the kitchen.
Yeah. Put everything together. I don't think so.
Perfect.
Cram in as much as you can. Thanks.
We're all friends at this point, right?
That's pretty gross.
So come on in, feel free to come in and eat up the space a little bit more. We try to get as many people in as we can so we can minimize the amount of rehashing that we'll need to do. But you see that we transitioned from the foyer into a kitchen. Now this right here should be our first guest. That's something that's starting to go a little bit awry with this house. You can see that effectively the table has been cut in half, the wedding cake has been cut in half. So something different is going on here. It's still a kitchen the way we would expect a kitchen to look in our world, but the scares and the characters that you're going to encounter in this kitchen are not necessarily as humanoid or as typical in their appearance as you may be expecting. Leaving from the kitchen, you go into the pantry that's associated to this particular realm.
It's going to use some great stuff.
And when cool effects and everything are going, it is a little bit more, a lead offer essentially. It's essentially more of a feeling you get. It's a little bit colder. There's more atmospheric fog and smoke elements. Feel free to come on in all the way through the pier flaps. Feel free to crowd all the way in. You'll see that we do have, scare positions where both of these flaps are located. We also have technical positions. Our flow comes through the grates right there, so that really helps populate the room and give it that kind of like dark, cold, you know, meat locker-esque sensation to it. You will also meet the characters who inhabit that kitchen as you come into this room here. Once we leave the meat locker, we have now transitioned into another dimension, into a new existence. So through these flaps, we end up in a location that feels a little dark and a little stark. When the lighting is in full effect and we don't have the overhead and everything on, this is very similar to like a blackout kind of a hall, that type of scare element. We do have some, let's say, mannequin characters that you would experience in here. We also have some actors that are mixed in with them. So it's a little bit of that combination of, you know, who's actually moving, who's actually alive. It feels a lot more closed in than it is in reality, and that's partly because of the darker colors that you put on the walls, as well as the lighting effects and the way our lighting team has designed the overhead light elements. So when you have everything in effect, you kind of get the idea that you feel like you're kind of closed in and that everything is kind of encroaching upon you. Add a couple actors and a couple mannequin elements in here, and now it really feels like you're in this really contained pathway, and you're never really sure what's going to pop out and get you. Like that, for example. Moving along, we pass into another realm again. So now we start to go into realms that are a little bit more bizarre and things that you don't necessarily expect when you go into a house. So there's a really fun scare. I'd like to get everyone into the room so we can talk about who's up here. You guys can see it. Don't get in the back there. So come on, crowd on in into our nice little Victorian pathway here. Well, we got like 30 people? We got a lot of people? 20 people, 30 people? Feel free to come on in, crowd in. So this is our Victorian experience. So there's a different scare that we have in here that's kind of unique to this house and that we're really excited that we have the opportunity to start exploring, and that is a second story scare. So the house, the way Tim designed it, there is the opportunity for an actor to be on an additional level up top. Hey Jackie! Jackie, get the lights back on, please. Sorry. When you guys come around from the back, you'll see, so we have an actor up in the upper window right here. Jackie, wrong button. Guys, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. We'll get the lights back on. But those of you in the back will be able to...
That's awesome. Okay. They shoot now. Help me, please! Shoot now.
Cut this way! Work!